time for the Sway Covington Show. Starring Sway Covington, DJ Not the DJ, and Mr. No Cash.
Best thing on the planet, baby.
All right, welcome to the Sway Covington Show. Swade is not here right now, but just like how we were a few weeks ago, he's caught in some traffic. I made it here a little bit early. I'm Dr. Troy. I'm going to be hosting for right now, just until he show up. So, you watching the Wjzz Cool Show, best thing on the planet, on Wjzz Cool TV. Everything about it is cool. Now, I want to get into this right now, and I'm going to ask Wade about this when he show up. What the hell happened in Montgomery, Alabama? I'm looking at these chairs right. See, here's the thing. I saw the chair memes online before, like, I actually saw the video and saw what was going on. And actually, because Sway does this a little bit differently than I do, let's get started with the word of the day. Word of the day is euphemism. Euphemism. So, let me bring out my phone right now, and we gonna look up what euphemism means. Because I don't know right now. Y'all already know how I am on this show. Euphemism, a mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Sample sentence. Downsizing is a euphemism for cuts. So, euphemism. So now, let's get into Montgomery, Alabama. Like I was saying, I saw the videos. I saw the hat going up in the air like Bobby Shmurda. And that was just like the bat symbol for all of us to come and help. I guess that's the new bat symbol for us. I done seen multiple different angles. Multiple angles of video from this altercation. I also heard Detroit's very own G Mac Cash, his song Montgomery Brawl, which you should check it out, download it, if possible. I want to know what was the cause of all of this, because I mean, you know, you got one side, you got the other side, then somewhere in the middle there's the truth. You take both sides and then you make the truth out of both of them. I want to know what was the cause of that. I want to know what made people just start going. So here's the deal. Can sometimes enough be too much? Like, especially with racism in America and how everything is going, you kind of want to get the mindset of like, all right, well, we've already had a black president, we've already had some of everything, so why is racism still this prevalent in America? I want your calls. I want to ask Swade about this when he comes in. He's just trying to maintain a little bit of something right now, but I just want to see exactly what's going on. So I've heard some things. I've seen some things online about what's going on. I need some callers. I need some callers. Call into the station and figure out what's going on, and give me your opinions on what you think what the real deal was. So what else has been going on in America? Donald Trump is facing over 70 indictments. Over 70 in 3 different states. We got Florida, we got Georgia, we got New York. I want to know what's going on there. That's the issue. I'm sorry. I'm not really a good live TV host. I normally plan out everything beforehand, so I do apologize on that one. But still got my show coming up, Prescription Jazz with Dr. Troy. And oh Lord, here, let me call Suede and see what's going on, because I gotta see what Suede is talking about. See, this is why I can't be put on spot right now. It's weird. It's really weird. All right, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get Suede on the line.
Please leave your message for...
Oh, never mind. I just got left on red. Yikes. All right, so let's see what's going on in the headlines today. So, comes up right now that Apple Music finally, I don't know how, I mean, it's Apple Music, they finally got something that can kill Spotify. I guess they're introducing a new version of their streaming service that we already pay $14.99 a month for, or $10.99 if you get some limited reviews, to the point where it allows you to download the music. It also allows you to, I don't even know, do people even still burn CDs anymore? I didn't even know that was still a thing anymore. But I guess you can still burn and download CDs. This is weird. Again, I'm not used to being put on the spot like this. This is weird. I feel like that old Beatles song, Help. I need somebody. Help. I just want to talk about a little bit about, yeah, let's piggyback. Let's talk a little bit about racism in America, especially with the Montgomery, Alabama thing that happened. First off, name of the boat was Harriet. That was hilarious. Greatly hilarious. But apparently the black security guard, if you've all seen the video, the one that threw his hat up in the air, he was the security guard for the boat. He was the security guard. And I guess racial slurs were thrown right before like fists started flying and whatnot. And it was the caucus people, the Caucasoids, trying to challenge the security guard and see exactly what was going on with him. And like, I guess they thought he was a patron, didn't really know. They told him like he couldn't be one. And then that started like racial epitaphs being thrown from left and right. It's just a little bit too much. I want to know, and this question was asked to me by somebody recently. I would say over the past weekend, after like the whole video and everything came out and I saw it. They were asking, and this was a white person asking me this, why do we always keep trying to start stuff with you, knowing we're fully going to get our, well, they didn't say butts kicked, but butts kicked. And it was a friend who I was with, it was saying, well, we don't try to start stuff with you, or even you all, because it was a woman. Don't even try to start stuff with us. It's y'all men. Y'all men feel emasculated. I hear footsteps. Thank God. Woo! Thank God. Get over here.
Talking about, man.
Get over here. I'm talking about Montgomery, Alabama. I'm talking about everything I got put on the damn spot. Word of the day is euphemism.
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 Why did you come up with that word?
Cause that's when you called me and you said start something, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this.
So you literally started something.
I'm like Michael Jackson. I want to be starting something.
What's up? It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's your man Sway coming here. Best thing on the planet, baby. We had Doc out here holding it down. Doc, what's up, man? You all right?
All right, I've been talking about Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
I was talking about racism in America, but I was
So
also
euphemism. Let me break it down for me. What's the defined euphemism for me?
the defining of euphemism.
The definition of.
The definition of euphemism. Whew, had a stroke there. A mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing, i.e., downsizing is a euphemism for cuts.
All right, go through that definition again one more time, kind of slow, because you was just like kind
of slow.
Yeah, a little slow. Not you
euphemism
slow.
is a
No, man.
mild,
Stop it. Stop.
indirect word.
No, man. Hey, no. I'm not
dirt.
gonna get into that with you, man.
A mild or indirect word or expression.
An expression. All right.
Substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing.
So something. It's a what? It's
something unpleasant or embarrassing. A substitution.
Okay. It's a substitution.
Yes.
So euphemism. Oh, is euphemism
often could be
is
called
something-
a soliloquy.
A soliloquy. Oh, euphemism. Okay.
Euphemism.
Okay. So keep going. So okay, that's what it is. All right, I understand that, man. I understand that. Today we talk about child support, man. Child support is a vicious thing, fellas, ladies, ladies and women. Hey, stay on top of your child support. Look, you don't need people dictating how you should raise your child. It is lopsided. The custodial parent has the majority say in the situation. So the key is to become the custodial parent or to get it half and half, man. You need to work with the person. You also need to remember to think about who you in a relationship with and what type of person they are,
Yeah.
A lot of times people have relationships and then they have children in a relationship, and the one that becomes very vindictive, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Know your book. Go get your child support book. They got it online. Download it. Read it. I mean,
I'm going through something like that right now.
I am as well, man. I had to take care of some back money on it. You know what I mean?
I owe $11,000 I owe $11,000 in arrears.
You know what? I'll chop it up with you people out here. In a situation, couldn't see the children. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't see the kids. Trying to see the kids. Wasn't educated on it. Wasn't educated on how the system worked. And a lot of times the system will work you over. Please talk to somebody about the system. Get a lawyer, or if you can't afford a lawyer, hey, do the next best thing. Call a bunch of lawyers and keep asking them questions over the phone.
Different questions over different things.
Right.
And you can do it yourself.
And then you eventually get the answer that you need, man. So, I mean, it's ways
my attorney
around
is
it.
charging me $750 just to file a petition to reduce my child support.
Yeah, see? And,
I had to pick up a second job, so this actually, because the second job I picked up mandatory Wednesdays from 11 to 7, I might not be on the Sway Covington show that much no more.
Oh.
But this job pays every week as opposed to every 2 weeks.
Okay. But then they still gonna end up taxing you, though.
Well, see, here's the thing. They've only petitioned my one job. See, I don't know how long I have to get these every week paychecks.
Okay, look,
before
I'm
they start.
going to break it down for you.
Break it down for me,
I'm
please.
going to break it down for you. For all you don't know, right? It's every quarter. Every quarter, they'll run your name and they'll run your stuff. and see what you got.
They
every
just
quarter.
ran it. They just ran it into June.
So, you know.
No, into July.
Hey, look, that's the loophole. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys and ladies who have to pay child support already know the loophole. But every quarter, they coming for you. So you got January, you can work February, you can work March. April, expect them to come find you and take money out your check.
Then you got April, May, June.
Then you got April, May, June.
Then July, August, September.
July, August, September.
So I got until October to stack up some money.
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What is this?
This is August.
August?
Yeah.
Yeah.
January, February, March.
Yeah.
April, May, June.
Yeah.
July, August, September. So I got till October.
You got till October before they hit you.
But see, they only petition because I owe $11,000 in arrears.
Yeah, it don't.
They're taking 50% of each paycheck I get from the first job.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting the second job, and that pays every week.
Yeah, and brother, you better.
They still gonna tap that one too?
Man, they gonna tap anything that. Look, these cats is worse than the IRS, man. I think the IRS and the child support system is the only two people that come get you, man. Will find you and will find any type of money that you got coming in, and will try to, and will not. Not try.
They will.
They will. They will come and grab that money out you. Hey, don't leave no money in the bank. If you got a check and you got a check,
they're taking all my stuff out before even I get my
listen
paycheck.
to me, brother. Listen to me. All y'all listen to me. If you keep money in the bank, when they do these random quarterly checks, if it's money in the bank, they gonna hit you. Unless you got a bank that's out of state. Now, if your bank is based out of state, they not gonna mess with
My
it.
bank is based out of
But
Switzerland.
any bank here in Michigan,
You already know that.
they gonna tax you, man. Look. So I had a Bank of America account, right? And I opened
Skank of America.
I had a Bank of America account. I opened it up in New Hampshire,
Okay.
right? So that was a little different system. It wasn't on the same system as the
Spectrum,
Michigan
anything.
system, right? When I came here back to Michigan, and they transferred the account, man, I woke up one day, I had a charge for $55,000. Like, what?
Yeah.
But it went away. But what it did was they took whatever I had in that account out. You know what I'm saying? So look, don't keep no money in no bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's hard to tell you that. I mean, it's not good to tell you that, but while you trying to get yourself together, while you trying to get the money to get the lawyers, you got to protect yourself. And
Bro,
the only
DTE
way to do that
cut me off on Monday.
is to state the guidelines. Every quarter they come in to check, and they come in to check everything.
I woke up, my power was off.
DTE cut your power off?
Monday.
Why they cut your power off?
Because I just started this new job this week.
Okay.
I was making about, every paycheck it would be about $950 or $1,000. Child support, because of the arrears, is taking away $428 out of every paycheck. So
Okay.
I'm only getting paychecks of $501, maybe $450
Okay.
every paycheck. And I was only making $2 a month.
Right.
So my rent's $950, car note's $682.
What?
And so I was like trying to keep internet on and whatnot for like entertainment, whatnot for whenever I did have my girls and all that.
Okay.
And then DTE just kept building up. And then everything just like came to a hit because I got to go to court again due to the fact that I legally have to tell my ex-wife like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting another job. And so now that's being petitioned as well. And it's like, well, no, you guys are already hitting over what you need to hit for these 2 jobs. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, well, I'm gonna get another job. I get paid every week, every Thursday or every Friday, whatever the paycheck's gonna be. I get my first one next week, and so this will kind of like balance out some of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be working from like 10 in the morning to 9 at night, or 8 at night.
Okay.
So this will balance out like what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
and it might work, it might not. Because I mean, the job pays nicely. It pays every week, and you know.
That's it.
So
you gotta get that second job to pay for it, man. You know, like I told you, man. I'm trying to tell you.
My uncle texted me.
Look,
I had a mental break.
Look,
I had a mental break over the weekend.
Look.
I was in the hospital, and my uncle texted me.
We
He's
knew
like,
you should have been in the hospital a long time ago.
no, psych ward issues.
No, I'm saying psych ward.
Yeah, my uncle texted
So
me like,
where'd you
I know
go?
a guy who
You was at Mac?
Providence,
They
not
got
Mac
psych
Ross,
ward?
Southfield.
Southfield.
He was like,
Did they
my uncle
leave you in a
texted me.
straitjacket?
No, they didn't get. Dude, I know how to BS my way out of that stuff.
Oh, you know how to get out of a straitjacket.
Yes.
You know how to get out of a straitjacket, or you know how to stop them from putting you in a straitjacket.
I know how to stop them from doing the 72-hour psych hold.
The 72-hour psycho.
Yeah, whenever you get petitioned, whenever somebody calls the police to come in.
I know, man. We're not telling the crazy. We're not giving out information. We don't need nobody to beat the mental. Yeah,
we'll give out the information.
We don't need them to beat the mental.
We'll give out the information on the
Hey,
child
look,
support.
some of the people need to be in the middle place. We don't need to tell how to get up out of there, though.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
But no, I got myself out of there because I had got to go to work on Monday.
Yeah. You signed yourself out. Did you go in on your own?
No, I was petitioned. I had a friend call, and
man, you going
Ferndale
through a
police
lot,
came
brother. You going through a lot, man.
Oh no, I was gonna do it.
He was gonna do it. You know what?
I was gonna do it.
I know a guy. His father passed away. He took about 3 weeks off from his job, and then came back, had an anxiety attack, like on a Wednesday or something. And then that weekend, he called up, reached out to a couple people. They didn't answer the phone, and he did himself in, man.
I reached out to people that night, and I was like telling them like I loved them. Don't judge me for what you may hear about me.
Now you do know if you do this, you not really solving a problem, right? You causing more problems.
No, well, in a way, in my mind at that time, it's like no bills, no issues, no worries.
Yeah,
no
but
nothing.
you got kids, and you got people who care about you.
Wasn't thinking that at the time.
But why
My
don't
thought
you
was
think that? Why wouldn't you?
That's
think
why
that?
a lot of people say suicide is a selfish issue.
It is a selfish issue. How dare you? You got fans of people out here that's looking at Dr. Troy, wanting to see him on Wednesdays, and you out here doing this, man. What kind of nonsense you on, man? Now, you know that affects us, that affects the engineering staff, that affects everybody. How? Why would you be that selfish, man?
Because I would have.
And we don't even want nothing from you.
I would have nowhere else.
We
to
don't even
go.
want no money
I would
from
have
you.
nowhere else to go if I did not have anywhere else to live.
We don't want no
I'd
drugs
be
from
in my
you
car.
either.
You don't want no drugs from me either.
you look, man.
Actually, by the way, I got
Look,
a little something.
Nah, cut it out, man. Do you? You got some?
I gotta stay funny. I gotta stay funny.
Yeah,
But no,
right.
it's,
But
it's
you got
a
a
serious
couple
issue.
You got some exes? Huh? Just a serious issue.
I can get you. Anyway, you gotta make it humorous. But no, it's the thing of like if all of this stuff goes south, I would have nowhere to live. I would have no car. I would just be sitting up here just working just for the state to take it. And I even tried to get on the DTE low income thing, and they're saying, oh, I tried to get a food stamp card. I tried to get DTE low income, all this. But here's the thing. All of these state assistance programs, they say, oh, you make too much in your gross.
Yeah, so basically...
So you don't even care about what's being taken out after taxes and child support. So you're not looking at my net of what I'm actually getting to physically pay you all. You're looking at everything before taxes, before child support, and all of this. You're looking at my gross. You're looking at everything before it's taken out.
Yeah.
You're not looking at what I can actually pay you with, but you're coming after me for what I can actually pay you with.
Right.
That makes no sense.
Well, the system needs to be revamped all the way around. And the system, look, this how it is, man. Right now you making it. If you hit the bottom of the barrel, then they got a lot of programs for you. But you got to hit the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
You get
DTE
no car, no life.
DTE
you
said
know
I
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
make underneath $1,500 monthly grossly.
Right. So I see where your problem lies at. Well, then if your problem lies at, then you need to get a cash job, something paying under the table.
You can go work at the
You know
Buy
what I'm
We
saying?
Fry
And
places.
That's what you
They
probably
pay
have
cash.
to do, man. I mean, the only
I
way
did that. I did that for a while. I did
Yeah.
that for a while. Like,
you worked at the We Fry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I worked
Which
at
one?
JJ's.
You worked at which JJ's?
13 Southfield.
Oh, you out in the bougie land working there. I thought you was working
Because
in
they
the
give
hood,
tips.
man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna. So you got to go back so I can come get free chicken. But anyway, you got to go back out there, man. I mean,
I know
look,
the recipe. and just
the
give it to
system ain't designed for you to really be successful at it. You know what I'm saying? It's really designed for the custodial parent. Whoever
Yeah.
this custodial parent is based on
Well,
that person.
also, I figured this
and-
out. They only determine the custodial parent based off of how many overnights from 11:59 p.m. to 12:01 a.m. who are the kids with. And see, here's the thing. This is why I stopped doing what I was doing. Now, please don't think of me as being heartless. But when, as recently as a month ago, my ex-wife was getting off work at like 10 something p.m., And she would ask me, okay, well, after work, can you come and get the girls and just watch them for a few hours while I go to work? And I was saying, sure. Cool. So I got time with my girls. I mean, hell, I watched them for like 4 or 5 straight months.
You watched them or you spent time with them?
It's not even babysitting, because everybody be like, oh, you're babysitting. No, I'm a dad. I'm their dad. It's not babysitting.
I mean, if it's only a couple hours a day, you know,
but still,
that's babysitting
that's your dadly duties.
But no, and look, it is your dadly duties. But once you get the system involved, then you have to go with the guidelines of the system. Because if not, you're gonna get worked over. You're gonna get worked over. Which means that if you spending the time with them and you putting this time in with them, right, it's not being documented. Right, so the custodial parent,
but it doesn't even get cared about unless it's from 11:59 p.m. to 12:01.
And that's what I'm saying. So you have to make those guidelines, because listen, you have to protect yourself in this situation, right? You done went through it, I done went through it, and you know what I'm saying. We kicking out this information because it's very important. A lot of people need to hear it, don't know it. Like I said, I didn't go on.
How long have you been on child support?
I mean, I've been on. How long I've been on child support? Man, I've been paying child support. I'm still paying child support, man. I probably end up paying child support for the next 2-3 years, man.
And see, here's the thing.
With those
rearages, I'll be 34 next month. I was still collecting from my dad up until last year. I even made the joke with him. I was like, all the stuff that you get, I'm getting from, because my mom gave me the car when I turned 18. And she was like, here, this is from your dad, da-da-da-da. Whatever you get is just yours. I was still collecting up until last year.
Okay.
I was using that to buy diapers and clothes for my kids. I was like, this ain't even child support no more. This is grandchild support. These my kids.
Right.
And it's those rearages that screw you over and everything, but also it shows that the state, and I used to hear that a lot when I first was going through my divorce, and like, oh, well, Michigan is a female state. Michigan is a female state.
It's custodial state. It's whoever the custodial parent is.
No,
but in a divorce.
Because I know a lot of guys who got divorced, and then because like their baby mamas was drug addicts and whatnot, they're not collecting anything even after the baby mamas got themselves cleaned up and whatnot, but they still have that on their record as like being a drug addict, this, and that. But 2 friends ended up getting his kids taken away from him and going back to the drug addict mama.
Well,
other ones don't even. The women don't even pay child support.
So let's address that. That means that he didn't have the proper paperwork, because they could not take him if he had the proper paperwork. She would have to go to court and try to fight for custodial parentingship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just not off the rip of, you know, I want my kids back. That means he never established it. And that's another thing you got to do. People, if you got your child all the time, and the mother is not, or the father is not, you know, you need to establish that custodial parentship, because if not, when the custodial parent comes back and the child goes back to the mother or father, however the situation is, now you screwed in the game, because guess what? Everything you've done, every diaper you bought, every outfit you bought, every tuition, does not count.
It doesn't count.
It does not count for anything.
And that's when you meet them on the docks, and you do.
No, you don't.
Let's talk about that. Let's get off this child support thing. Did you see,
you know what I'm saying?
Chairmageddon?
Yeah, we saw that, man.
Now, I was telling people earlier when I first started, don't watch the first like 15 minutes of this, because it was awkward. I got put on the spot, and I was just like, I don't got nothing to do. And I was trying to talk about it. It was bad. It was bad.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use euphemism in a sentence. Oh, I just did one.
There you go.
I got 2 more.
But
euphemism. Was there a euphemism?
That's the second one.
You chose a big word, man, a different word that you know what I'm saying?
I could have said anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Well, that's different. I can use that because that's all the time in today's society.
Actually, you're not wrong. but no. People now call it gentrification.
Yeah, gentrification. They gave it a nice new word. You know what I'm saying? They want to upgrade the
They
words.
cleaned it up.
They cleaned it up.
They went
man.
from Perry Drugs to Rite Aid. They went from Arbor to CVS. They just cleaned up the words.
They cleaned up the words.
They went from Duane Reade to Walgreens.
You're watching live the Sway Company Show, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station
in the world,
man. You right here with your boy Sway Covington, the best thing on the planet, baby, and my man Dr. Troy. Dr. Troy, man, give us a medical advice, man. Tell me something I need to be watchful for.
All right now it is flu season.
Flu season.
It is flu season.
It's not flu season.
Yes, it is.
Flu season don't start till they go to school and the kids get snotty noses and bringing stuff
here's
home.
The thing. With the rise of COVID, you are more susceptible to the flu.
COVID, what?
Yes.
Oh man,
it is a respiratory issue.
Look. So the job.
You gotta
now,
go get your flu shot and get it documented.
You know what, Doc? I'm sorry, I can't do the flu shot.
Come and get your flu
No,
shot. I'll
I'm
give
not.
it to you.
I'm definitely not going to you to get the flu shot.
I'll give you the flu shot.
You might put something else in there, man. You know what?
I give Kelly her depot shots. I'm a good immunizer.
You get immunizer? I don't think so. But you know what I will get from you though? You know what I will come to you for? I will come for
Wait,
you
no,
for
we gotta talk about that off
a
camera.
vitamin intravenous.
You just want a banana bag?
Yeah, I want a banana bag. I call it a banana. He called it a banana bag. What's a banana bag?
Okay, a banana bag is 1,000 milliliters of normal saline with thiamine, multivitamin, and folic acid.
Okay.
It's what people claim and still claim to get over like hangovers, drunkenness, things like that. It's just a basic injection of just vitamins.
Yeah, right. It goes straight to the bloodstream.
Exactly.
And it doesn't go through the body, and then the body doesn't, do like when you take
the
vitamin
absorption
C's.
and the distribution.
So,
and
yeah,
all
right,
that.
right,
Exactly.
right. Yeah, but I want one with all the stuff in it, with the detox in it too. You can't. Yeah. Can you do that? Are you qualified to do?
Look, in our carousel that we have in our pharmacy, we have 30 milliliters of Maker's Mark whiskey. We give that to alcoholics that are detoxing.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You give that to alcoholics that are detoxing because if they detox too hard, they can die.
Really?
It can send them into a cardiac arrest.
And they give them the shakes? What is that when they get shakes all over their body?
That's them detoxing. That's when they're starting to detox too hard. Like if you ever saw the show Archer on FX, where he said, I would stop drinking, but I'm afraid the cumulative hangover would kill me.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
That's a real possibility.
That is a real possibility. That straight withdrawal from alcohol can kill you.
Straight withdrawal from alcohol.
Exactly.
Okay, will kill you.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. It is a high possibility.
Because your body is attached. Hey man, you need to tape up that. We're not advertising. They ain't giving us no money. So you need to tape up the words on that can, man.
It's Spudweiser.
Look, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Continuity.
So can you do that though? Can you get me an intravenous?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have to pay? How much is the bag? As you call it, the banana bag.
All depends on what your insurance.
My insurance. So I have to get a script.
If you came into the hospital and you were actually admitted for any type of withdrawals or any type of
No, man, wait a minute. Hold up. We not doing
you just want me to just grab some stuff from the job?
Wait. First of all, I'm not hangovering and detoxing from nothing. I just heard that it gives you energy. You know what I'm saying?
They actually have
energy.
IV bars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right. So
I don't
do you
work
have
for
to get a
them.
prescription to do that? Can you?
For some IV bars, you don't.
So break it down. What's an IV bar? Because you know what? Right now I'm into boosting my energy level up, getting my metabolism back going. You know what I'm saying? Living better, eating better. I've been juicing, celery and grapes and strawberries.
Juicing means something entirely different.
Yeah.
Juicing means steroids.
Yeah, I'm not juicing. That's why I had to elaborate on it because I didn't want you to go,
All
yeah, right. No, I'm doing.
Aggressive.
I'm juicing my fruits and vegetables, man. You know what I mean? And then I from what I heard and I read that these intravenous, you know what I'm saying, as you call it, a banana bag.
Banana bag.
Yeah.
That's just because they're yellow.
Yeah.
When you shoot the multivitamins in, the multivitamins are like a orangish hue, but when they mix with the 0.9 normal saline, which is sodium chloride, basically a little bit of salt water, and it just turns yellow.
Right. So, but they have these places, right? All
IV
over the
bars.
city, the IV bars, right? And they
have oxygen bars. We can sit up there and just
flavored oxygen.
Nose.
Yeah. So what about the oxygen bars? They good? They not good? But okay, so but the
it's
intravenous.
a fad.
But the intravenous, the bag, the vitamin bag.
For some people, they work. For some people, they don't. I mean, what
vitamin
what
bag?
may work for you may not work for me, and vice versa.
So you saying don't do the vitamin bag?
I'm not saying do it. I'm not saying don't do it. Again, what I'm saying is what may work for me may not work for you. Because if they don't work for me, they may work for you.
So would you do a vitamin bag?
I have.
How did it do for you?
I sobered up fairly damn quickly.
So, but was it vitamins in there, or was it just?
Yeah, it was multivitamin. It was folic. It was a banana bag. It was.
But you can put other stuff in there too. You can put B12 and all that in there.
Well,
or
see,
no?
that's
How
the
does
job
that
of
work?
that's the job of the pharmacist. You have to get the recommendation as well as the prescription from the actual doctor, and then you have to verify it up against what has been put in the bag by your technician.
Oh, but what about these places where I can go pay $200 and get it?
Why are you paying $200 for a banana bag?
Or $150? That's what they you can go to these places. They got like for $150.
Some places have
Yeah.
pharmacists working in them as well to make sure that everything's on the up and up, but then some places don't.
So okay.
And some
so
places also get them pre-made.
so I should. So okay. So
But see, you got to remember, they only have
keep
a
saying
certain
and
amount.
so.
And so.
And so.
But you got to remember, some of these places don't have a pharmacist working in them. Some places do. But also, these drugs have a certain stability time with them. Like how long the drug will actually be active within the sodium chloride before it starts to become inactive, and then it just won't work at all.
So if they got like a place in Southfield, they got places in the city down here, they got places by Wayne State or whatever. So what you're saying is I should do my research and see if they have a pharmacist tied to them.
Do your research. Make sure that everything is on the up and up.
Okay.
And then go to them, but then also you draw your own conclusions. Because again, nobody controls anybody. You can still do what you want to do. I could tell, I could tell a certain person sitting up here, hey, don't smoke crack. Crack will kill your brain. And then they'll sit up there and they'll hit that little glass pipe. Your life's business. And
Straight up, man.
I tried. I tried.
Is that where we going, man? That's terrible. No, this is not the same thing, man. This is not the same thing.
Is it though?
No, it's not.
Is it?
But like I said,
Why
I
you wearing
was.
them big ass glasses though? By the way,
Hey man,
Tina?
it's
Did Ike
because
beat you?
it's sunlight out here, man.
You got 36 cent in the mobile gas card.
Hey, look, man. The eye doctor told me, as you get older, you need to wear sunglasses to protect your eyes from getting that little film. What is that? Glaucoma, cataracts, or something like that.
Glaucoma.
Yeah, cataracts or whatever. That film on your eyes is because the sun is is causing that. So you need to wear sunglasses, man. No, I do not smoke. The glaucoma is the pressure, and that's what the marijuana
Cataracts
is
the film.
Is that film, right? So that film is from just being out in the sun all day, looking at the sun or whatever the case is.
So you sitting up here looking like
so
Roy
optometrist told me to get some sunglasses, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple pair. Bro, I got some Cardis, I got some non-Cardis, I got glasses,
If I bring
baby.
you a piano, can you play?
No, man, that's how you feel.
Ray Charles
That's how you
tribute
feel.
concert. We can make some money off that.
Look, man, doctor, don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't right, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's how we feeling. Okay.
Very superstitious.
It's all right, man. You know what?
Writings on the wall.
Okay, Radar. But anyway.
Radar? Really? We going out like that? All right, Mecha Nick.
I have the power.
Hey, look, man.
You a fool. Don't leave me to do your show. I was dying.
Look. You made me forget what I was
Montgomery, Alabama.
talking about
We
next.
got 15 minutes. Montgomery, Alabama. We got to talk about the fight on the dock. That actually, I found this out. That dock that they were fighting on, that used to be a slave ship dock. That's where the slave ships came in at.
Yep.
And why was the boat named Harriet?
Man.
The boat was named Harriet. No. Okay, so you know my fiance. You know my fiance Kelly.
That was a lot of
I was
euphemism.
talking to the people about this earlier while I was up here dying. Terrible. I ain't did stand up in like 8 years. Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
You're supposed to be ready to go at any moment, man. You're supposed to have your routine together, man.
Anyway, Kelly asked me and about two friends, and she was like, "Why do we always try to start stuff with you guys, knowing we fully well gonna get our butts whooped?" And my friend Levon, he had to explain. He was like, "It's not you as the women, it's y'all men that always try to start stuff with us." And Kelly was like, "Why?" And he pointed to me and her. He was like, "Look at what? They jealous." And see, I didn't know that the guy that they were attacking that did the Bobby Shmurda and threw his hat up in the air.
I think that might have been the signal to call
That
the
was
cavalry,
the
man.
bat
That was
signal.
the bat signal.
That was the bat
That was
signal.
the bat
He
signal,
threw
man.
his hat up in the air.
He threw
and
it up in there.
Look, I was showing it to some people at work, and I was like, "See, look, some of us can't swim."
But hey, the young fella had he had a lot of
16.
energy, bro. That's a lot of energy.
16.
He sweat, and that wasn't a short distance.
No, it wasn't.
yeah,
I had to see it from multiple different angles.
He was
And I
stroking too.
"Man, see,
Stroke.
we can
Stroke.
swim," and it was just like I didn't know the black dude was a security guard. He was a security guard there on the Harriet.
Yeah, he was a security guard, and what happened was somebody came and parked their boat, and they was calling on the PA system to tell them whoever it was they needed to move their boat so the
Okay,
the
so
ferry
this is
could
what
dock.
happened. Now I finally figured out.
The dock, and he moved their boat.
Okay.
And he took it, unwrapped it, and moved their boat, and then they got mad. Who told you to move our boat? Blah blah blah. And then it went from there. And he's like, "Hey, man, we're trying to call the people, tell the people,
Move
you
your craft.
move your craft." So you couldn't just took it and let it float off. He could have, but he didn't. He moved it down and then tied it up, and then so the boat could dock. And then they got mad, and they took it from there, man. It's just it, man. I when I saw that part, I died laughing.
I just instinctively yelled out, "Shmurda!"
It was hilarious because he was arguing, and all of a sudden he just like I done had
And
it.
then
Avengers assemble.
Hey, actually, I got a family member, actually a cousin that was in there breaking it up, man.
really?
Yep.
Now why was he
Yeah.
breaking it up?
He was breaking it up because he felt like, that was they shouldn't have done that. So he didn't fight. He wasn't trying to fight. He was just trying to break it up and keep the peace and just help the He didn't throw any blows, so
Now,
he
see,
wouldn't
you know me,
catch the
you've
case.
seen the inside of my car. I'd have had that baseball bat.
Hey, you
that
know what?
crowbar.
You know what? And that's
I'd-
crazy. You look, you know what? And then that shows the different cities and what's happening in the different areas. That whole situation went down without a gunfight.
Exactly.
Without a gunfight. Do you
Everybody
think?
settled it like men and
Well,
used their fists.
Now, do you think if it was here, it would have been a gunfight?
Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
It would have been about 4 or 5 people shot.
Well, see, you got to remember when all the Trump people were down at Cobo Hall, I had some friends call me, and they were saying, "Hey, they got all these Trump people here down at, trying to like stop the vote and everything, and they got guns. We got guns. Are you going to come down here with us?" I had gotten off work at like 4, and they called me and they showed me like video of everything that was going on. Yeah, I went down there and I was strapped. Back in 2020, I was strapped. I was like, no, because I'm not gonna let anything go. I had my bulletproof vest on. I had my pistol with me at the time.
For what?
Because see, I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay.
It's always been like.
So so what did you think the other people on the other side said the same thing? I don't know what they're gonna do. So since don't nobody know what nobody gonna do, they just gonna carry their guns.
It could be like that scene off of Malcolm X. Remember when Malcolm, played by Denzel Washington, expertly by the way, showed up to the police station when one of the brothers was beaten by the police and was talking to the police chief, who was played by Peter Boyle, and he was like, "Okay, well, what are you gonna do?" It was basically like, "What are you gonna do?" He said, "Just look out that window right there." And then they all looked up at the window. It's like, they don't move unless I say move.
Okay.
That's essentially what it is. It's two people at a standstill. Actually, to use recent connotation, Ukraine and Russia, where the tanks were at the border of Ukraine, and then they also had the tanks and soldiers at the border of Russia.
Okay.
And they were like, okay, we're just waiting on somebody to make the first move. Basically, knuck if you buck.
Yeah, but see, okay, I understand that, but the whole thing is like I just said, man. That whole situation went down without a gunfight, though. Nobody even
But
pulled
also,
the pistol
everybody
out.
was out there trying to enjoy their summer, so who really had a gun with them on the
Well,
water?
you tell me the city that the Detroit is like that though. Everybody out trying to enjoy it, but everybody carry though.
My pistol
And I'm
stays
pretty
under
sure
my
they got.
driver's seat.
I'm pretty sure they have CPLs in Montgomery,
Alabama.
Yeah, but you know
But
what?
also, see, gun legislation has been varied from state to state. And if you remember Isaiah Whitlock, he's an actor. He's the one known always for saying she.
Yeah, he was a senator on The Wire or something like that.
Clay Davis.
Clay Davis, yeah.
It was either him or it was another one who used to play on Treme, another black actor. He was saying if all the black people registered for CPLs and gun licenses, like within a month span or a 2 month span, you would see gun reform happen. Because see, they have their guns. They're not afraid of us yet because all of our stuff is unregistered. But if all of our stuff was registered, you would see this is my personal opinion. The views and opinions expressed by Dr. Troy are his and his alone.
His and his alone. Don't listen to him. Maybe listen to him.
You would see a giant decrease in not only racial attacks, but also attacks by police and attacks by people who claim to be, I'm just a good Samaritan, calling the police on us all the damn time.
Well, then you know what? I think so. That might would do some change, but the gun reform is not really for the gun reform, right? It don't have is not the criminals. The criminals, the ones who steal the guns, who take their uncle gun, or take their mama gun, or their mother's gun, their father's gun, or somebody else's gun, or steal a gun, or take a gun out of the cabinet, have no concern or care about any type of gun laws or reform.
No, they don't.
They don't care.
But then also,
what happens is those reforms that you're talking about end up hurting regular citizens.
They do to an extent, but also when they say like defunding the police, defunding all of this and that, you have to look into what has pushed a person this far to want to resort to that. It's almost like a suicidal issue. Kind of like me over this weekend.
Yeah, don't do that. Man.
What pushes a person that far? What pushes a person that far to the point where they feel like they have no hope left and to feel like this is their only way out?
Man. That's deep, man. It's real deep, man. I don't know how to respond to that.
You got to figure out what pushes a person to that point.
But that doesn't have anything to do with the gun reform. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't
because you have a person who feels like I'm going to go into a school like in Columbine, April 20th of 1999, and I'm going to take out all these people that bullied
that don't
me.
have a gun, man. Look, dig this here, man. People been getting bullied from the beginning of the time. They're going to get bullied from the end of time. There's always going to be an antagonist somewhere on some level, right? Can you agree to that? Can you agree to that?
Yeah, I can agree
There's
to
an
that.
antagonist on every level somewhere, right? And it was happening for years. This one kid just decided he wanted to shoot him.
But now
You know what I'm
people have
saying?
accessibility.
So now what he did was he woke up people's accessibility by them putting it on the news that said he took his uncle's, brothers, mother's, auntie's pistol. Who, guess what? I know a bunch of aunties and cousins been carrying pistols in their purse for years. Registered or not registered. I don't know. I never asked.
My 7-year-old
Right.
knows how to break down and clean mine because I taught her when it came in here. It was like, I know how curious you are because you're my child. This is what this is. This is what this does. This is how this does. Boom, 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 boom. And this is to never be touched unless you either see Dad or Kelly incapacitated. And she has learned that.
But that's because you taught your children that. Some people don't
And
teach their
everybody
children that.
should.
They should, but they don't. And that was the reason why we came in and was talking about the child support laws, a lot, and the procedures and the policies. It's people that's supposed to know. You think they would know, and they don't know. People panic in situations they don't know. They can just go whatever people tell them, and that's what that is. But you know what? Hey, gun responsibility. Hey, you got to keep your guns locked up, keep them away from the kids. Hey, check on your people. You know what I'm saying? Mental health is serious. You got the suicide doc right here. We about to shut this down. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Another one. Another, hey, Dr. Kevork, you know. But hey,
That's
we
a good
another
euphemism.
one.
I hit it 3 times.
Hey, tune in next week, man. We got a special guest next week. Hey, tune in, man. We talking about black tech, you know what I'm saying, being a black tech owner out here in this wonderful world. Hey, till next week, I'll holla at you, man. It's Sway Covington Show, signing off. The best thing on the planet,